Guys, welcome back to ZilchCraft. I'm Brim, he's Grum, and this is episode 4. Now, what are we going to do today? Well, I thought we'd take a look at the things that have changed around our base first. Now, you'll see this little stair-step looking thing, and you may wonder, what is that? Well, you'll notice that, actually, if I hit F4, you can see that the light level in there is 0. The light level out here is all normal. Looks like we could use a couple of torches out here, actually. But the light level in there is 0, and what that means is I can place a mushroom in there. And then I can break this block out and grab a bone meal, and I can successfully grow a giant mushroom out here. And then the stair steps allow us to come up to the top of this, and we can reach every portion of this mushroom. Now, I'm not going to take the time to harvest it all here, but that is exactly what that's all about. Now, let me put the dirt block back somewhere, just so that I've got it. Yep, that'll work. All right, so what else has changed? Well, we changed up our cows a little. Let me get rid of our light levels. Changed up the cows a little. The dispenser's been moved. It was at the back. It's now sitting underneath this block right here. The button to trigger it is right here, and that will cause the cows to go to jumping. Yep, and then there is a piston now sitting right over here, sitting right there, and we're using the translocation trick. I will actually show you that downstairs, but this button will trigger that piston. It shoots in here to the cows, and then it translocates any babies out of there, leaving the adults in here and pushing the babies over underneath the lava blade, right, which is actually right there. So that's what that's all about. Yep. So we don't have any. We've got very little. We've got a little bit of leather. Matter of fact, we can go stock the leather, and let's just do that. Yeah. We'll take that with us to go do here in just a minute, and I'll show you something else we've done. We are the first. I think we are the first to have a shop set up on the server. Yep. So we've increased our wood a little bit. We've gone to every other block in here, and we set up lines rather than the little spots that we had before. So we've got much more. Oh, let me out of here. We've got much more wood growing now. I think. Oh, I failed to replant the wheat. No. Well, we've got our wheat farm in here, but there's no wheat in it right now, and we've got sugarcane right down here. We just needed access to paper, which meant we needed lots and lots of sugarcane. I believe each one of these is 32. Yeah, no, it's 32. So we've got 2 stacks planted, which of course gives us 4 stacks when we harvest it when it's completely grown up. So that's very nice, very nice. Now, down in our basement, some things have been rearranged a little, but nothing has actually changed much. I've rearranged like where our little base, where our storage is at. I got it away from the stairs. It's no longer at the stairs. Don't want to go down there just yet. Well, actually, we can go down there and look, and then I'll cut to go over to the nether. Yep. I'll show you what we've done over there. So we've just recessed some storage back in here and opened that up a little bit, and I've increased the length of the hallway. Yeah. Oh, there is something else we've done down here. We have identified, and if we get really lucky, we won't die. We will see this, but we won't die. We have identified 2 slime chunks. I don't see any slimes appearing on the map up there, though, but we'll sneak our little heads in here anyway. Boom, these 2 chunks. That chunk down there and this chunk right here are both slime chunks. So we've got a couple of chunks very close to our base, where we will be AFK anyway, right? We'll be AFK in our area, and as soon as we get access... Oh, there's some emeralds I haven't seen before. Oh, look at that. And some iron, but we'll leave it for now. Anyway, so we got a couple slime chunks. I have killed several slimes in here. It's been very nice to have access to that. Anything else that has changed down here? We've got the villager. I'm pretty sure you guys have already seen the villager. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was right at the beginning of the last episode. He is unfortunately kind of all locked up right now. His trades that are available for emeralds, that one's locked. The iron one is locked, and the diamond one is locked. So to unlock him, we're going to start trying to do some of his other trades. That's kind of stinky. I don't really want to do that, but he may just become the first in our infinite breeding program. Yep. All right. Oh, yep. So that is the recipe for... We do have our brewing stand here, and that is the recipe for Splash Potion of Harming 2, right there. So wart plus spider eye plus glowstone plus gunpowder plus fermented spider eye equals those potions. So I'm going to... Do I have plenty of iron? I do have plenty of iron. So the project we're going to work on today... the fish farm. We've talked about the fact that there is an AFK fish farm over at the shared village. But when I'm over there, all of my stuff here is not progressing. Everything that I've got that's AFKable over here is no longer loaded and is therefore not updating and not growing, etc. So I want to get us a fish farm built over here, so we're going to tackle that. But I do want to go show you what has changed in the nether, and then I want to show you what I have done over at the village itself. So I'm going to jump into the nether and run over to our spider spawner, and I'll show you that next. Hey guys, we're over here at our spider spawner, and you'll see that the walls have all changed. We did get that cleaned up, and we have built up the well, if you will, around the spiders so that it's really obvious where you need to stand. The guys who were coming over here had some questions about, hey, where do I stand to kill these things? I've also put in a little storage over here, and this is mostly... Oh, I knew I had left chests somewhere. I was just looking for those. My mouse is acting up. Yep, my very expensive mouse is acting up with its left click, which is really bad news. Anyway, I brought this over for some... potion storage, so I can make a bunch of potions, bring them over here, and then when I needed them, 3 potions just about kills everything in here. Now, there are one of the particle effects, and I don't know which one it is, probably might or strength or something, actually gives some of these guys enough health that 3 potions doesn't kill them, but the 3 potions kills the vast majority of them. Then I can make a couple of swings with my sword and kill the rest of them, and of course we're still doing storage right down here. However, we've also knocked out the other wall, and I've sunken some bookcases in the floor and put in an enchanting. This will get us all the way to level 30 enchantments. We put a... Wow, that broke the first time I used it. Are you kidding me? I've got an anvil over here for doing anvil repairs and storage for, I need to bring some lapis down here and toss it in. And then things that I'm working on enchanting, I can drop those in here as well. So this is here. It has worked out really well. I've used it several times, including getting this diamond pickaxe all the way up to efficiency 5, silk touch, and unbreaking 3. And I think we've got our fortune 3 up to efficiency 4 at this point. I don't think it's efficiency 5 yet, but we've been able to make some really nice tools. Check out that bow. Unbreaking 3, power 5, punch 2, mending, infinity, and flame. Very nice bow. All right, so that's what has changed in this room. Yeah, really, this is just a matter of a whole lot of digging. I still need to clean the roof up. I don't like the roof. Anyway, one other trip. We're going to pop over to the village and see what has changed there as well. So we're back. Oh, what's hitting us? What did we get hit by? Oh, there's a skeleton out there. But I've got infinity on that bow, but I do not have even a single arrow on me right now, so it isn't going to do me any good, is it? So we're here at the portal for the community village, and you will see Brim's Bountiful Steak at 1 diamond per stack, and Brim's Leatherworks at 1 diamond a stack. And hey, look, someone's actually already bought some of our leather. Awesome. And actually just brought some leather over to restock, so we'll restock that and put the diamond down. And then I don't know about the beef. No, probably. I don't know if the beef will sell or not. The leather will probably sell occasionally. Not a whole lot. I don't think either one of them will sell. The problem with trying to run an economy server in Minecraft is that anyone who's willing to put in some time can gain access to any of the resources, right? I mean, there's none of these resources that I can gain access to that the other guys can't as well. So we'll just have to see how that works out. If nothing else, it's beneficial to the community and goes along with the thing we've been working on. Now, I also put up a bunch of new doors around here. Oh, I forgot to put ceilings over those. Those don't count as village doors, or as village houses because there's no roof over them. I'll have to fix that. But I put a bunch more doors up there. I knocked out and put in a bunch more doors here and there. I think I added about 60 doors earlier, and then I was able to drop, I don't know, 5 or 6 stacks of food in here. We did get some additional breeding done in here. We now have 4 new villagers down in here, and obviously we lost some of our white coats. We talked about that in the last episode too. Oh, what is that? Hope there's not something not so pleasant out there. I haven't actually looked at these guys. Toolsmith, shovel. There's 7 emeralds for an iron shovel, huh? Yeah, I think I'll pass on that. But the 24 coal is not a bad trade. 18 coal is an even better trade. What are you? String. Ooh, the Fletcher. Yeah, string for particularly with our spider farm over there. String for emeralds is not a bad trade for us at all. And then where was the last one? Are you the last one? Another toolsmith. Okay. Well, it's villagers, and villagers are a good thing. So, all right, let's get out of. Oh, there's a R3 out here. I guess that's who was jumping around. Oh, come on, let me out. All right, so I think that is the majority of what has changed. Now, I was talking about the community fisher. Here's the community fisher right here. However, we need one over at our base. We need one over at our base for all the reasons we talked about a while ago. We need to be able to have our things that are AFK moving forward while we're over there AFK fishing. So I'm going to cut here. We're going to head back over there. I'm going to get some supplies together because we're going to need some stuff. And let's yes, the spiders. There are potions there already. So we're going to get some supplies together so we can build the AFK fish farmer. Now I've seen this one, but I haven't built one. Sure. I haven't built one in, I don't know, a year and a half maybe since I built a fish farmer. This is for spitting out the stuff. We're going to build a simplified version of this. We're not going to build the complex version. Yeah, I think so. All right, guys. So I'm going to get some things together. I'm going to cut. We're going to go back over there, and I will see you when we are ready to start building. Okay, guys. So we are back up top. I've probably forgotten something. It's been so long since I built this. I've probably forgotten something. I brought some extra pieces of stuff just in case. I was looking for a place out here maybe to build. But the problem is none of this, except inside this fence, none of this is protected, and I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think that's going to be deep enough if I build it back that way. I could tear out my bed and put it in here probably. Yeah, we could do that. Grum is yelling, "That's my bed!" You're right. It's the bed we've been using. How's that? Put it right here. And then I will go ahead and set my spawn point, because I happen to be here. Now, Grum has no spawn point. Ha 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 ha. Let's see. What am I going to do with all that mess? You know what we could do? No. Let's just do this. Let's do this. Because we need to begin building more rooms in here anyway. So, we'll go 1, 2, 3. And then this would be the outside. So here's 1. And this would be in a second step. We'll just build it just like we built the other rooms here. And then, so bang, bang. Is that the... I don't know why I always have such a difficult time with this. 1 step in, 2 steps in, and then dig down. So 1 step in, 2 steps in, and then dig. All right, so let me dig us out a little room here. It really shouldn't take long because this is a fairly small build, but I'm sure there's gravel. There's been gravel. Every time I've dug into these walls, there's been gravel. So I'm sure I'm going to run into some gravel here in just a second, and it's going to drive me crazy. But, it's not really much of a drive. It's more like a short walk. So let me get a room dug out, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we are back. I don't know. It's going to be a little bitty narrow room. But really, the build is actually fairly narrow, so let's just jump in and see if this room... We can always dig it out. If we need more room, we can always dig it out. I'd like to start with the chests, so I'm thinking I'll give myself a little bit of room. Maybe come here like this. Sure. And we'll just go ahead now before I forget and put the glass directly over the chests. And then over the... Let's see, we need... it's been so long since I built this. Let's see, I believe we need to come down here. 1, 2, like this. Yep, and then we need something to keep the water from flowing out. And we, in this case, did I not make a... Yes, stone pressure plate. Goes right on there. Now, let's see. That'll keep the water from flowing this way, which means right behind that has to be something for the water to sit on. We're going to be using a fence post. Let's see. 1, 2. We're going to need blocks, but we got plenty. Actually, you know what I should have done? I should have made some... yeah, let's do that real quick. We can make some stone brick. If I can get my mouse to cooperate with me. Oh, having my... I've been using this mouse for several years. I really shouldn't be critical of it. I've used this mouse for several years, and it has been a very good mouse, but having it messed up on me is really, really not. Now, I made more stone brick than that. Where's the rest of my brick? What happened to my stone bricks? Oh, inventory tweaks. Oh, how I hate you sometimes. All right, so let's see. I am thinking, so water goes here, so you have to have something to block it back here, and that is going to be the trap door. I mean, yeah, the iron trapdoor. Steel trapdoor, that would be cool. I'm just thinking it looks like this, and then you've got one here, one here, one here. You leave a gap there because there's going to be a repeater there. And then I want to say this comes all the way down like this. You've got a gap where you stand, and then you've got stone over your head. I think that's it. We will know in just a minute, won't we? Oh, mercy. So that goes in there. And then, oh, I did forget something. I did not bring a redstone torch, but you know what? I've got a stick. And I brought redstone, because we were going to need redstone anyway. Oh, mercy. Alright, so first things first, though, we need... There's our repeaters. So we need one repeater here, and I'm pretty sure this one has to be on max ticks, has to be on 4 tick. And then, let's see, we're going to need... We'll put my sword out of my hand, which always makes me a little uncomfortable. Go up and over like this and come around. And I think this has to be a repeater as well. And I believe it goes on just a single tick, then across the top. And we need a lever, which I did make. Where is the lever? So the lever sits right here. Now, we're not going to turn that on yet because we need our tripwire hooks. We made tripwire hooks. One goes here and one goes here. I guess that should have connected. And then we need string, and the string should connect them. Okay, that means I don't have this back far enough. Because I cannot put the string in there. Yep, okay, I think so. I think this all has to scooch back one. Because I should be standing... Oh, yes, it absolutely should scooch back one. Okay, let me tear down a little bit of this. A little bit, just a tiny bit, and then we'll be right back. Okay, guys, I think I've got this squared away at this point. I'm actually going to put another one right there just so I can jump up. Let's see. I don't remember this being over the top of the glass, though. Oops. We'll just have to look and see. We'll proceed here. We'll proceed. All right, so we got that there, and right here should be our trapdoor. Yes, trapdoor here. Oops. And then we've got one in here, and I believe it's at max ticks, just like we had a while ago. One here at 1 tick. Oh, trapwire hooks, because that told us whether or not we had things where they were supposed to be, because the string would not place a moment ago. And let's see, cross our fingers. Where's our string? Oh, our string's already there. Blam. All right. Yep. Okay. So this is what's supposed to happen. The trapdoor should swap when the tripwire hooks are tripped. So I think we've probably got the distance right now. One over the... So what you should have is one over the trapdoor, one over the... oh, you know what? We can't put this in here yet. I'm a goober. But we have to have... We need to be able to get the water in there. We can put the water in right now, and it shouldn't be able to flow anywhere. Now we can put in our string. So you should have a tripwire hook over the plate. You should have a tripwire hook over the top of the stone... or over the iron trapdoor, and you should have string over the water. All right, so now, if I've not done anything else goofy, which we all know I'm perfectly capable of doing goofy things, right? So... And I just missed putting that lever down there, because that's what I switched over to do. We're going to go ahead and flip that to the on position, so this thing doesn't immediately start going tick, 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 tick. All so we now need redstone. We're going to wire everything except putting the redstone torch in here, which actually starts the clock. We're going to not do that at this particular moment. Go over there, come up here, and here. Right, okay, so we should see a tick. Yep, a tick, yep, okay. And then if I put this here, if I've got this at 4, this should start a clock. It didn't. Why didn't it? Oh. Oh, because that's not supposed to be redstone. We just said a torch goes in there, right? Oh, guys, I'm tired. I'm sorry. All right, so see the clock ticking, 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 and the doors flopping up and down and up and down. And the way that gets stopped is when our bobber's in here, the bobber will float up and cause this tripwire to be tripped, and it'll hold the door down until our bobber gets catches something, at which point it'll start flopping around again, and we'll automatically harvest the fish, and then it'll automatically cast out again. So, I believe it or not, that's all there is to this build. Now, what we're going to want to do, our water is really dark. Can we put a torch up there and lighten our water up some? We could put a torch here, although I don't know that it's going to add much light. Because the deal is, we're going to want to add to, okay, so there are a couple things we want to do here. First, we want to fill up our inventory so that we can't pick up the items. Oh, that was brilliant. I tell you, my mouse problems are really kind of driving me crazy. Mouse there and mouse there. Yeah, see how it switched out and picked up that whole stack? Alright, so now we cannot put anything in our inventory. So, if we come down here and aim directly at the center... Aha! Look at there, look at there! All we have to do is aim directly at the center of the trapdoor down there, and it should aim at exactly the right point, and we can just hold down our right mouse button. And it's going to sit here trying to click. What it's trying to do is trying to click on that trapdoor and open that trapdoor, but it can't reach it, and it's an iron trapdoor, so it can't actually do anything to the trapdoor. Only a redstone pulse can open or close that door. So what it's doing is it's down there trying to click on the trapdoor, so it's not harming our bow, not harming our fishing rod, but it's constantly left clicking. Well, that left click is going to... Oh, I saw bubbles. Did y'all see bubbles on the screen? Oh, gotta aim at the center. Oh, I can't believe I did that. So what it's trying to do... Sorry, I looked around because I saw bubbles. Derp, derp, derp. You gotta have a derpy moment in nearly every episode, right? So what it's going to do is it's going to try to open that door until there's something else for the left click to do. In this case, as soon as the bobber goes down, the left click is going to be harvesting the fish, and then the left click is going to be immediately cast the bobber back out. So I was kind of hoping we would catch one here on camera. Come on. Come on. I will probably do a little cut right here, and then... Well, I didn't have to. Now, it may take once or twice, there you go, but the bobber's immediately back out and casting. Let's see what, or fishing, and let's see what we actually caught. Hey, we caught a name tag. There we go. And then we turn the clock off. The click, 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 click. We turn that off by flipping the lever right here, and that holds this pulse, which shuts everything down. So this is absolutely 100% functional. I will probably want to pretty this up a little bit. Maybe we can do, like, a stair-step thing up here. Is the next step? The next step is going to be where that light is. Right across there, which means we need to turn on our F4. Oh yeah, no, it's too dark in here, and get some additional lighting, like right here. Yeah, I don't know. We're going to have to widen the room, I think. Let's turn off our F4. Obviously it's the exact same size as the hall. It almost looks like there's something stuck in a hallway, but I could widen the room a little and build some decorative thing. And maybe this is a bit goofy too. Maybe if we went with stairs there instead of blocks, it would help. Maybe. I don't know. But most importantly, the functional part that we needed, the functional part is accomplished. Flip the switch, aim at the center, and good to go. So I'm actually going to do a little fishing here. I will do a speed cut here so that you can watch, and I don't know, we'll probably fish for 5 or 10 minutes, and then we'll come back and look and see what we've actually caught. Okay, guys, let me turn this bad boy off. That was just over 10 minutes. The last catch came there like 10 minutes and 15 seconds, something like that. Now, I missed the first catch right up front. I don't know why, but I bumped my mouse and slid off to the side, and I missed the first retrieval. So I missed one, but let's see what we actually managed to get out of that. So we got we had one of these, right? So we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we averaged about 1 catch per minute, and we got a book, Bane of Arthropods. Ugh. Well, you know, it's a book. Oh, we also got a... So that's essentially exactly what we're fishing with right now. Unbreaking 3, Luck of the Seas 3, Mending. Unbreaking 3, Luck of the Seas 3, Mending. So, look at there. There's another nice rod for us to have should we ever break this one. Now, this one took 0 durability damage. I guess fishing comes with XP. I'm thinking fishing comes with XP, and I can look down at my XP bar when I run this video back and am editing it, and I'll be able to see whether or not my XP bar moved. But because this has got mending on it, it is, if we're getting XP from catching fish, the first XP that comes in always goes to repairing whatever you're using or what is in your secondary hand if they have mending on them, and then any leftover XP actually goes to your XP bar down there. So if that is happening, if we are actually getting XP from catching fish, then this should be a basically unbreakable ever rod. Now what I am going to do here, I'm going to poke a couple of more holes in the floor. I'm going to go get another, can we do that? So we'll have, We'll have a hopper there coming into a chest here, and then another hopper, and another set of chests. Yeah, I'm going to put in a couple more chests here so I can let this run. I don't know that overnight, but for an extended period of time, I'll get disconnected long before it runs the entire time overnight. But I would like to let this run a little bit. Unfortunately, it's going to mean, well, I can probably drop down. I think it was going to mean tearing out part of my machine. I can probably drop in here and position it here. Do I have any chests left on me? I do not, but I can go get some. So let me get some more chests in here, and I'll just show you. It's just going to be a little staggered hopper thing. I'll show you that, and then we'll take a look at getting something else accomplished today. How's that? All right, supplies acquired. Unfortunately, I came outside and immediately got shot by a skeleton. I checked outside. There's no place for him to have spawned. If I hit my F4, he was sitting right over here by this chest. If I hit my F4, there's nothing over here that's spawnable. There's nothing dark enough to be spawnable. All I can guess is that he might have spawned up there. I can jump from here, probably. Yeah, that space right there is dark. There. Hopefully that will fix that. Is there anything else up here dark? I don't think so. Okay, so we're going to head back in here. Go down to this second room, turning off our F4 as we run. And we're going to place another pair of chests right here and here. And we're just going to do the old stair-step over thing. And that allows us to put the last chest. Let me get rid of that one. It'll allow us to put the last set of chests here and here. And put that there. So now, okay, so what would be... Is there any potential flaw in that plan? The potential flaw in that plan is... No, they should fill up top to bottom. I think that should absolutely do it. Yep, I think so. Now, part of the flaw is I put all of my building stones away because I was like, yeah, I'm done with building stones, except that I tore a big hole in my world up here, right? So I wasn't really done with my building stones. That actually needs to be down a level anyway. And then I need to find a way to get out of this hole. Yep, I did that to myself. I sure did. All right, guys, this thing is basically done. So everything should have flowed down. Flowed. I think it would be actually flowed. Everything should have flowed down here, and then as we catch more and more stuff, it'll back up into this top chest. Yep. All right, so obviously I need to acquire some more brick and repair our floor here, and then let me check. About time to harvest that and grow more beef out here. Let me check our video time because we might actually have to call it an episode here. I've got some things going on. I've got just some stuff and things going on, so we might have to be a little short, or I might have to come back and record another segment later. So let me just check and see how we're doing and get that hole patched in there, and we'll be back in just a minute. Wait, the game plan has just changed. Do you know what that is? I know what that is. That is a zombie villager. It sure is. Follow me. Follow me. Come on. Because I built a man trap. Come on. Oh, crud. Why did you drop into the man trap? There, he's in the man trap. Now, let's see. Close that one, close that one, close that one. Yes. Now, let me go get stuff to heal him. Oh, is he going to despawn? See, is there anybody on who can come over here real quick? Yeah, let me see if I can get R3 to come over here and stand on him while I go get stuff to convert him. Back in a second, guys. A special shout out to R3 Colo for coming over here and sitting on this guy for us while we went and got our potion, which we are going to splash him with right now. Blam. Nope. Blam. And blam. Now do the boogie woogie. Do the boogie woogie. Woohoo. Alright, now we just have to wait on him to do his boogie woogie thing, and then I'll show you how we're going to get him out of here. And that's probably how we'll end today, rather than hanging out and doing anything else, because we're kind of long, and I really do have some things I've got to go do unfortunately, so... Thank you very much, R3. We appreciate the help. We're not on voice comms together right now, but I'm sure he'll see this video, and we just want to give him a very special thank you for this, because he definitely made this possible. That guy would have definitely... I had to go all the way down to where our storage is to get the potion, and that's certainly more than the number of blocks necessary for this guy to despawn. So, yeah. I sure hope I've gotten a library. I need a librarian. Alright, guys, we'll be back when he is done, and I'll show you how to get him out of here. Hey, and there he is. What did we get? We got a Fletcher. Not bad with our string. Let's see. That's not bad since I have the string farm. Yoo-hoo! Alright, now, what's the best way to get him out of there? Well, it's right here. Check this out. Now, come on up here, dude. Come on. Out of the hole. Excellent. Okay, now, what is the easy way to move these guys? Right here is the answer to that. Because, as it turns out, yes, you can row a boat out in the real world. Look at that. So you just load your villagers up in a boat and then row them through the hallways. And you can row them to exactly where you want them. Yep. That's the answer right there. So I don't think this hole over here is big enough to drop him down. I hope it doesn't kill him. Oh, we're gonna find out. Actually, we're going to drop down real quick and put some more water at the bottom just in case. Come on, come on, come on, come on. It may not work because, actually, let's knock out some more blocks just in case that guy wiggles around on his way falling down that hole. Oh. Alright, let's go back up and see what's going on. I'm guessing there has been a delay in the program here of some sort. Let's see if I can get onto the... Oh, well, you could fail to jump at all, and that would certainly do it. I could just throw another ladder in there for now. Don't I have another ladder over here? Ladders. Come on, get in my inventory. Let's go see what the holdup is up here. This is the next thing we're going to fix. We're going to build an elevator right here. I am so tired of walking up and down this ladder. Oh, here comes R3, but I don't see a villager. So let's go see where the villager is. Probably still sitting up here in the boat. He probably couldn't get him out of the boat. We'll just, we could just push the boat over the hole to make sure the villager's over the hole. Hey, where's... What? Oh, he did get him down here. Wow. All right. Sweet. All right, cool. So let me get this guy put away. We'll get a hole made for him over here. And we'll get him inserted, and he will join our little crew. How's that? Woohoo! Very, very excited about having another one. Because now we just need one more, and we can get an infinite amount of breeders set up, or yeah, an infinite amount of villagers set up right here. All right, guys, let's get this guy positioned, and then we'll be back in just a second. All right, he's in his hole right there. Yay! Absolutely awesome. Thank you so much, R3. Appreciate it very, very much. We couldn't have done it without you. What is his other trade? Emeralds for arrows? Well, that's no good. But we're 2/3 of the way to having unlimited villagers. That's right. That's right. Okay, guys. I think we're going to call it here. I want to give a big shout out to the ZilchLand guys, the ZilchCraft guys. We are having an amazing time. If you haven't checked out the other guys' channels, be sure to do that. They're all linked down in the description for this video. I appreciate you hanging out with me. I know you could have spent your time doing anything you wanted to do today, and you chose to spend your time with me, and I value that very much. And until I see you again, bye-bye.